Four empresses, four letters. One man who loved them all differently, deeply. But when they read his words too soon, they wondered who his heart belonged to, until he showed them the truth under lanterns with one letter that said it all. If this poem touched you or the story made you feel something real, Ko-fi and Patreon links are in the description. Help us keep writing for you and for the ones we love. The Emperor's Heart, a love letter to poor empresses of the realm, created by Pacampara. Once in the realm of Orelit, where rivers wrote poems on the land and blossoms bowed to the will of the wind, there lived four empresses who ruled not by the scepter or by sword, but by song, laughter, and the love of a man named Jess. The Empress of Dawns, Yong, with her silken gaze and voice spun from morning stars, kept the east bright. The Empress of Comets, Byul, whose laughter made mountains echo and storms calm, ruled the north, where the sky never forgot to shine. The Empress of Winds, Hyejin, bold and warm like wine in winter, commanded the south, where no dream dared sleep. And the Empress of Blossoms, Wheein, who could turn thorns to petals with a glance, ruled the west with joy that bloomed louder than any spring. Jess, the humble emperor, loved them all, not equally but wholly, for each he wrote a letter. He poured his soul into them, not to compare, but to treasure each empress in her own light. He sealed the letters with wax scented like cherry wood and tucked them in his robe to deliver after the lunar feast. But fate, ever mischievous, whispered to the palace birds. One by one, the letters slipped into the hands of the empress before their time. At first, Yong read hers and clutched it to her heart. Then Byul read hers and chuckled. He called me his roaring dusk. What did he call you? Wheein opened hers, pouting. Mine says I'm the rain he never learned to dance in. Is that better? Hyejin, ever blunt, read hers aloud. To my wild compass, to the one who never stays but always returns. Sounds like he's scared of me. Soon the four empresses were locked in a garden debate, not out of envy but of curiosity. Did he love me first? Did he write yours before mine? Why is hers 3 stanzas longer? What does blazing sun or broken glass even mean? Before words could become wounds, a bell rang from the pavilion. Lanterns lit themselves, musicians appeared like petals in the wind, and the fountain sang. Jess stood at the center, hands behind his back. My empresses, he said, I had meant to deliver these letters one by one, but I see you've already read my heart ahead of time. They looked sheepish. He smiled. Good, then let me read the one I hadn't dared give. From his sleeve he drew a parchment long as the moon shadow. Then with voice steady as dusk he began. To the four who taught me that love is not divided but multiplied. Yong, whose silence sings louder than any hymn. Byul, who shows me stars and midday skies. Hyejin, who teaches me that storms are just skies being honest. And Wheein, who paints laughter across my scars. I wrote you separately because you are unique sons, but you orbit one heart, mine. There was no competition after that. Only music, mooncakes, and laughter so loud even the jealous stars stayed a little longer to listen. And in Orlit, wherever anyone asked which empresses Jess loved most, they were told the one he danced with last and the other 3 before her. This piece is dedicated to my dearest sunshine, Kim Yongsun. Please show her your love and support on her channel Solar Sido. She's the heart behind so much of the light I share here. If you enjoy poems, short stories, and heartfelt journeys like this one, stay a while and see if any of my work resonates with you. I'd love for you to consider subscribing if you find a piece of your heart here. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what new story formats or poems you'd love to see. Your voice helps shape this growing storybook we're building here. Thank you for walking this world with me. Have a nice day.